Welcome to the beginner video series for the GRE. This is the first video on probability. Now, probability is essentially the continuation of the chapter permutations and combinations. So if you have not watched that chapter, please go through it before continuing with this video. You can find the playlist to permutation and combination on our YouTube channel. We'll start the chapter by defining probability. Probability is favorable cases upon total cases, or favorable outcomes upon total outcomes, or favorable observations upon total observations. It is essentially favorable upon total. Now let's see the application of this definition through this example question. There are 15 vegetarian and 45 non-vegetarian burgers. If Colonel Sanders randomly chooses one burger to eat, what is the probability he will select a vegetarian burger? We are asked to find probability, and that is favorable upon total. Here total cases means the total number of burgers, which is 60 here. And favorable means the number of vegetarian burgers, which is 15 here. So this is 1/4 or 0.25, and that is our answer. Now let's further explore this chapter through cards. Now in a deck, there are 52 cards in total, out of which 13 are spades, 13 clubs, 13 diamonds, and 13 hearts are there. Now each of these 13 cards have one ace, and there are 9 cards numbered from 2 to 10. There is one king, one queen, and one jack. Okay, so 52 cards have 13 spades, 13 clubs, 13 diamonds, 13 hearts, and out of these 13 cards each, there is one spade and 9 cards having numbers 2 to 10, one king, one queen, one jack. Now we are asked, if you select one card, what is the probability that it is a spade? Probability we know is favorable upon total. Now how many total ways are there to select one card out of 52 cards? It's 52C1. 52C1 are the total ways you can select one card out of 52 cards. Favorable cases would be those cases in which you select a spade. One spade out of 13 spades can be chosen in 13C1 ways. So this is the answer. Now NC1 is same as N. So 13C1 can be written as 13, and 52C1 is same as 52. So you finally end up at 1/4 or 0.25. Let's move ahead. In case you do not understand this, how did we get C? Watch the chapter on permutations and combinations. In the second question you are asked, if you select one card, what is the probability it is either a diamond or a spade? It is either a diamond or a spade. Now in PNC and probability, and means multiplication and or means addition. Now we have to find what is the probability that it's a diamond. There are 13 diamonds. You can select one diamond out of 13 diamonds in 13C1 ways, and total ways to select any card out of 52 cards is 52C1. This is the probability that the card is a diamond. Or means addition, probability that the card is a spade, 13C1 ways to select one spade, 52C1 ways to select any of the one card out of 52 cards. Okay, so this is your final answer. 13C1 is 13, 52C1 is 52, 13/52 is 1/4 plus 1/4. This gives us 1/2 as the answer. I hope this makes sense. We'll move ahead to the next one. If you select two cards, what is the probability that the first one is a spade and the second one is a diamond? So first is a spade and second is a diamond. Now AND means multiplication. What is the probability that the first card is a spade? Now total ways to select one card out of 52 cards is 52C1, and one spade out of 13 spades can be chosen in 13C1 ways. Now when you're selecting the second card, you will pick it out of 51 cards, not 52 cards, because one card has already been chosen. Second card will be chosen out of 51 cards. 51C1 is the total number of ways to select one card out of the remaining cards. One diamond out of 13 diamonds can be chosen in 13C1 ways. So this is the answer. Okay. This is the probability that the first is a spade and second is a diamond. The fourth one, if you select two cards, what is the probability that one of them is a spade and other is a diamond? Now this is different from the third one. In the third one, the order was specified that the first card is a spade and the second is a diamond. But here, any one is a spade and the other one is a diamond. So here there can be two cases. You can have the first card as spade and the second as diamond, or you can have first as diamond and the second as spade. Okay, you can have two cases. Let's find the probability of each case. What is the probability that the first one is a spade? 13C1 is the favorable ways to choose one spade out of 13 spades. 52C1 ways to select one card out of 52 cards. And means multiplication. One diamond out of 13 diamonds can be chosen in 13C1 ways. One card out of 51 cards can be chosen in 51C1 ways. Why 51C1? Because you would be selecting the second card out of 51 cards, not 52 cards, because one card has already been drawn. Or means addition. What is the probability that the first card is a diamond? 13C1 upon 52C1. And means multiplication. What is the probability that the second card is a spade? 13C1 ways to pick one spade out of 13 spades. 51C1 ways to pick one card out of the remaining 51 cards. So this is the answer. Okay. You have to take into account both the cases. Okay. The first case means that the first card is a spade and second is a diamond. The second case means first is a diamond and second is a spade. Okay. You have to take into account both the cases. Now there is another way to solve it, which is this. Two cards you have to choose out of 52 cards. If you look at the question, you have to choose two cards out of 52 cards. That can be done in 52C2 ways. And you have to select one spade and one diamond. One spade can be chosen in 13C1 ways, and means multiplication. One diamond can be chosen in 13C1 ways again. Okay. Total ways to select two cards is 52C2, and favorable ways in which you select one diamond and one spade is this 13C1 times 13C1. Now this case takes into account both the cases. It inherently takes into account both these cases. So either you can do it using the first step, which is to go step by step, or you can do it directly using this. Okay, both will give you the same result. Hope this was clear. We'll move ahead. Now these are some additional practice questions for you to try. Pause the screen and go through them, and then unpause and watch the explanation. Okay, I hope you have attempted all these. Now let's solve each question one by one. Now if I were to rephrase this question, there are 100 numbers from 1 to 100. You're selecting one number. And what is the probability that that number is not a multiple of 5? The number is not multiple of 5. Let's find all the multiples of 5 from 1 to 10. Let's find the number of multiples of 5. The first multiple of 5 is 5 itself. Then you have 10, then 15, then 20, 25. This will go on up till 100. Now you see, this series is arithmetic progression. Okay, this is an AP. How do you find the number of terms in an AP? To find the number of terms in an AP, you equate the last term of the sequence with A plus n minus 1 times D, where A is the first term, n is the total terms in the sequence, and D is the constant difference. A is the first term, which is 5, n is the total number of terms which we have to determine, and D is the constant difference, which is 5 here, because difference between these two terms is 5. Difference between these two terms is 5. Difference between these two terms is 5. So difference between any two consecutive terms is 5. So the constant difference is 5. If you solve this, you will get n as 20. So there are 20 multiples of 5. There are 20 multiples of 5. Out of 100 numbers, 20 numbers are multiples of 5. So 80 numbers are not multiples of 5. We have to find the probability that the chosen number is not a multiple of 5. Probability is favorable upon total. Total numbers are 100 and 80 numbers are not multiples of 5. So this is 4 upon 5. The answer is 4 upon 5, or in decimal terms, it's 0.8. That's our answer. Let's move on and do the second one. Determine the probability of randomly selecting 4 cards from a deck. Deck means 52 cards, where 2 are spades and 2 are clubs. Now, the order is not specified. You can have club, club, spade, 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 club, club. You can have club, spade, club, spade, spade, club, spade, club. So there are multiple arrangements here of clubs and spades. Now, instead of finding the probability of all these cases, we can do it directly. Okay, we can do it directly. Probability is favorable upon total. You have to select 4 cards out of 52 cards in total. So that can be done in 52C4 ways. 4 cards out of 52 cards can be chosen in 52C4 ways. These are the total ways to select 4 cards. Now, favorable cases would mean all the cases in which you are selecting 2 spades and 2 clubs. 2 spades out of 13 spades can be chosen in 13 C2 ways, and means multiplication. 2 clubs out of 13 clubs can be chosen in 13 C2 ways. This is the answer. Okay. So you do not have to go step by step, find the probability of each case. You can do it directly. Okay. This already takes into account the order. I hope this makes sense. We'll do the third one. There are 3 cards that are randomly drawn from a deck of 52 cards. Calculate the probability of obtaining an ace on the first draw, jack on the second draw, and king on the third draw. So ace on the first draw, and jack on the second draw, and king on the third draw. And means multiplication. What is the probability of drawing an ace on the first draw? Now there are 4 aces in total. 1 ace out of 4 aces can be chosen in 4C1 ways, which is simply 4. NC1 is n. 4C1 is 4. Total ways to select 1 card out of 52 cards is 52C1 or simply 52. 1 jack out of 4 jacks can be chosen in 4C1 ways, which is also 4. The second card would be chosen out of 51 remaining cards. So the denominator will be 51C1, which is simply 51. Third card is a king. Again, there are 4 kings. 1 king out of 4 kings can be chosen in 4C1 ways or 4 ways. And 50C1 ways to select 1 card out of the remaining 50 cards. And this is the answer. Okay. This is the probability that the first is an ace, second is jack, and third is king. I hope this makes sense. We will move on to the fourth one now. Okay, here there are 4 chicken patties 5 vegetable patties and 6 paneer patties. You're choosing 2 patties at random. What is the probability that both patties are chicken? Now the total ways to select 2 patties out of 15 patties is 15C2, and 2 chicken patties out of 4 chicken patties can be chosen in 4C2 ways. This is the answer. B part is both patties together are not chicken. Now together means both of them cannot be chicken. It's possible that one is chicken. Okay. One can be chicken, other can be non-chicken, or none of them are chicken. So here from the total probability, if we subtract the probability that both patties are chicken, we will get the probability that both together are not chicken. Total probability is always 1. And the probability that both are chicken, we have already determined in part A, and that is 4C2 upon 15C2, and this is the answer. C part is neither patty is a chicken. Now C and B are different. In B, one of the patty can be chicken, but in C, neither is chicken. So how many non-chicken patties are there? There are total 11 non-chicken patties. So 11C2 are the favorable cases in which you select 2 non-chicken patties. Total ways to select any 2 patties out of total patties is 15C2. D part, first is chicken and second is paneer. First is chicken and means multiplication, second is paneer. What is the probability that the first patty is chicken? There are 4 chicken patties, 4C1 upon 15C1. And means multiplication. Second is paneer. There are 6 paneer patties, 6C1 upon 14C1. Why 14? Because second would be chosen out of 14 remaining patties. A part, one is chicken and other is paneer. This is different from D. D has a specified order. E does not have a specified order. So E can have both the cases. First is chicken, second is paneer, or which is addition. First is paneer and second is chicken. What is the probability that the first patty is chicken? 4C1 upon 15C1, and second is paneer. It is 6C1 upon 14C1. Or means addition. First is paneer and second is chicken. Probability that the first is paneer is 6 upon 14 and second is chicken. Probability is 6 upon 15, because the patty has to be chosen out of 15 patties. But the second would be chosen out of 14. Okay. So this is your answer. Hope it makes sense. You can also do it directly. You have to choose 2 patties which can be chosen in 15C2 ways. 1 chicken patty can be chosen in 4C1 ways, and 1 paneer patty can be chosen in 6C1 ways. Both of the methods will give you the same answer. When you do it directly, it already takes into account all the orders. With this, we come to the conclusion of this video. Hope you liked it. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.